Right, let me check that everything is running. I can see it on Twitch, but I don't see it on YouTube yet. I don't know why. Give me a moment. Okay, I guess it just takes time. So yeah, everything is up and running. All right. Hello everyone. Nice to meet you again. And let's continue. So we are about to start doing general imported monster class. We added some boilerplate code here, and we continue to do it. But first, I edited the model a little bit, and I actually added more animations. Okay, here is idle animation that I showed you last time, but there is also a melee attack animation when it will bite enemy, and melee restore. Why we actually need two things, attack and restore animation. Attack animation, it's animation after which damage will be delivered instantly. And the moment when damage is delivered, it might be not a resting pose. This actually makes sense. The maximum damage is delivered when, for example, this monster closes jaws. This is the moment when the damage should be delivered. But after that, we need to restore monster to default state, which is like semi-open mouth. So this restore animation starts from where attack animation ends. So same jaw position, and from here it restores to default, and monster can perform a new attack. And for range attack, actually it's kind of the same. Wait, I don't see. Yeah, okay. So range attack, it will just spit some fireball probably. This is when the projectile goes off, but after that we need to restore to default state. Yeah, so I added those animations. So also I did chase animation, but I don't really. Okay, see, it left like pose. Give me a moment. Yeah, okay. So chase and head. Yeah, so it will be nodding ahead while chasing the player. Yeah, there are some animations are still missing, for example, dying animations and maybe alert animation. I can add that one later, but I have to say everything looks not that bad as I expected. I just want to remind you that this is first model I ever made from scratch, like completely. Yeah, I did some gun models for the game, but I took existing geometry. Yes, I edited that, I rigged them, but still there was some base at least. And here is completely from scratch. Okay, what else? Actually, regarding draw, actually I had some problems with that I solved. Let me show you. How I rigged this one, the draw. Usually before, when I worked with guns, I assigned vertices directly to the bone, and practically when the bone moves, all vertices of the part of the gun, for example, moves. So I just really like assigned vertices groups here to bones. And for mechanical things, this approach works fine. For example, for guns, it's no problem. But for soft tissues, for elastic tissues, this approach doesn't work. And this is where weight paint is used. So practically here you paint the parts of the mesh which are affected by the bone, and the more bright sections affected more, and more, I mean, more red sections affected more, and sections which is like blue or green or some other colors affected less. Only thing I don't really understand why. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this head bone, it affects the whole mesh, and this jaw affects only jaw, but why it's like that right now? It's actually Blender is so confusing. It's unbelievable. Okay, maybe I go like somewhere like to an idle state. Okay, and weight paint. Yeah. Well, I don't know why it shows everything red right now, because actually when I did it, I painted it like red here, so the front part of draw opens like 100%, and these sections on the back of the head are affected less, like maybe 50% or even less. And so as you can see, for example, okay, here yeah, so this part like literally follows the bone, but a back part actually not, it's just moves a little bit. So this part travels almost as much as the bone travels, and on the back of the head, it's some vertices, they barely move. And if I did it like I did for the guns, for example, just assigned vertices to the bone, it would rotate, like jaw would rotate completely, and this part would go like inside of the head. You probably saw on the previous stream. So yeah, instead I used this weight paint and I painted it in a manner that this part affected the most, and this part is still affected, but not as much. And yeah, this is how I made these soft tissues look more or less adequate, I would say. Yeah. But again, I just click and try. It's not like I really know what I am doing, but I'm glad that the result actually looks much better. I think for the first model it and tricked model, it's just awesome. All right, so let's try to integrate that. And yeah, I copied it here, and actually you can see it on inspector here. So yeah, all animation works. Yeah, so we can start coding it. And here I have some thoughts. I'm not sure how to do it better because look, we have practically two classes. First is a monster descriptor with mesh properties and stuff. And this thing, it's an actual monster instance that will be moved in the world. And when it comes to imported monster base class with all of these animation assignments, I don't know where to do it because actually when we will animate some monster instances, we will be animating instances. So practically, I think I should do inheritance here. So I need inherit monster instance class from imported monster. But why I have doubts about it? Because animations are actually part of a mesh, and I'm wondering if I can just apply animations from imported mesh to the instance of that mesh, because keyframes will be exactly the same, right? And geometry is exactly the same. So technically it should work, but I'm not sure. I actually didn't spend enough time to investigate that. If we look, for example, at the imported weapon class, so how I start? Okay. Okay, I think it's, yeah, it's imported weapon. We send mesh. Trun, trun. Yeah, I think I understand. We may have multiple instances, and every instance should be like animated individually. So that means that each instance should has own animation state. Yeah. Okay, then I need to do something like that. Instance. And I go here and here. Okay. I guess this is what we need. All right, now I need to distribute things between these two classes. So This one should just connect um, should connect animations. Okay, let me see monster class. What can actually be an argument here? Okay, monster instance. Yeah, I think we're copying everything pretty much. So practically we need to send this to the parent and here instance. Yeah, okay, so monster instance ported, so this always sends back, and this means that actually same things applies here. All right, so what do we have? We have all of this, and we send it here, and we send it here. Okay, that makes sense for sure. Later we can, yeah, we can redefine audios. All right, so now we need to initialize it properly. And where it happens, like resource loader, cat daemon, yeah, we need to pass everything from here. No. Here we okay. So dun, dun, dun. Okay, we sent everything like this. Okay, why do we need audio manager, however? We can, okay, to spawn instances from it. Oh, okay, that's okay. So, yeah, I guess nothing changes here really. What I will do, however, I will just copy that. So yeah, from resource loader, I receive name, mesh, monster manager, audio manager, projectile, and scene. Okay, and here I do like this. Yeah, we could just continue inheriting this from this class, just rewrite this property. However, I think there might be much more things to be added, so I just copied that, and now instance okay, let it be everything for now, but later maybe we reduce or increase things here. So what we need next, we need to do things. Okay, here are animation maps are generated, and I definitely need this thing. Okay, no, it's already here. Okay, what I need, so okay, I need to call this thing. So thus we have this. Okay, I guess this is how we did that for weapons, right? Okay, and here, okay, this is how those things are connected. Yeah, I think we can just yeah, copy something. So those are internal names, and here we need to set names in the model. So how it will work? Okay, it will work just here, so I can just copy and bind that individually. So idle, oh, practically. Okay, I remember why I did that. I did that to give some flexibility, because those names can be quite random, but here we can bind them to internal names and use them in code. So that's why all those things are done. And yeah, at this time we should have like working thing, and we can do we can put it into idle state. So it's still monster instance. We actually need to implement these things. Okay, and okay, the make decision. I will just copy some states for now, but we definitely extend it. So make decision. All right. We remove this one. We will just start something like that. So, and here will be something like in the weapon, right? And I'm not sure that we should do that exact this way. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. I didn't copy it properly, but okay. Okay, we don't have this one. And yeah, so how I see it, we start with sleep state, we start idling, and yeah, actually, I guess should do it here because we are progressing state. So um, mhm. but actually, I think we should do it differently. Yeah. So we'll just idle, and idle will be just progressing this animation like one by one. I think, yeah, this is the right thing to do. So I will simplify it. So we have animation inside, but let's ensure that the whole pipeline is working, because I'm pretty sure we missed something and it will not even reach this point. But my idea for now is to load monster, create instance, connect animations from model, and yeah, just launch somehow. Okay, that's not a big problem. From here, monster. Okay. 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 Here, not picked mesh, here just mesh, I guess. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Oh, okay. These can be imported also from here, I think. Monster states. Monster states. And I know what we're missing. Oh, probably not. So here, get daemon instance. Ah, okay. But do we need this actually? I think no. Only the instance. Okay, so let's go again. Okay. So, and we should see the spam in the console that it's idling, and it's not. And why? So, okay, we're going here. What we have state? Yeah, we don't have state. Where the state is set? Okay. I guess let's set up, and this should be done here. Okay, so now it entered its state and we can progress our animation. So basically this imported instance, imported monster instance thing will connect animations and launch animations and progress them. And everything behavior related will be in the child class. Okay, so now let's progress that thing. I guess we can do it the same like here. So we need to extract animation range and actually I don't know, these things are already progressed by the ticker. But the thing is that we want to launch it only if it's not running already. I think I need to go to this class and check how it goes. And yeah, I think I need to check it. Okay. Okay. So let's think. So okay, I'm here. This mesh animations, I guess. That's okay, and I'm looking for this animatable object. That's fine, but where? Where is okay, it's inside skeleton, I think. Yeah. Yeah, ranges, but it's just ranges. What I need animate, yeah, this thing. Or probably not. If you hear some noises on the background, it's like babies crying. It's not here. It's neighbors. Okay. I, I forgot everything. So we get animation map and where do we save that? Where do we save? Imported animation. animated object. Okay. Ported animation. Okay. Yes, this thing. So we have two because we have two bones. That makes sense. And we're starting animation on that range, on particular range. And we are animating, however, yeah, animated object. Where do we have this thing? Right, I will close something. Okay, this thing, animatable object, animatable. This thing here. Begin direct animation. Okay. Animatable at very end, and okay, it's like generated from where? Yeah, but we need to ensure that it's not running. If it's running, okay, this is animate. Okay, I got it. So yeah, okay. So let's get our range. So range, animation frames, and like this one, and we do idle. Okay, then we start this thing. So yes, animation callback, and okay, in this case we just don't need it here. And yeah, so this is how we can start. However, if this thing is not declared yet, or it's declared, but it's stopped. So we want to start this animation only if it's not started yet. When it's the case if it's not declared at all, or it's declared but it's explicitly stopped. So in this case we will be starting it. I guess this should work. Okay. So we extracted range, okay. Idle animation, we're going here. Okay, hoping for the best. Yeah. But it stopped. It's not looped. Yeah. Why? Why it doesn't start it again? Okay. Idle animation. Okay, it's grouped. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we want to reset it. It has like timer reached. I actually probably want to add some additional things here. So it's direct animation. It affects like, okay, two bones. So here, length, animations length. Okay, so we have pause, stop, reset. Okay. Okay. I think we can do this. I'm just checking it. Stop. Animatables. Stopped equal true. So call false and we doing this like that. So if everything stopped here, then this also stopped, and we return better to avoid conflict of variables. Okay, so this is how we can figure out that it stopped completely. Okay, and I missing this. Okay, and if it stopped, we start it again. But okay, we want to reset it. Begin direct animation. Okay, animation and we fire. Tracking function. I think we need to set stopped artificially here, like okay, we're removing callback. Actually, what we want just reset it, right? Reset. I think we can just do actually callback on animation and we just reset. That's it. I think this is the most proper way to do it. So, yeah. So, we just this idle animation reset. So what's the idea when we finished, when we fire it like on animation end here? It's done when all sub animations are done. We're firing this and we just reset it. And since it's not stop, it should be looped, I guess. let me see if we ever reached that. Okay, here's idle animation. We'll do a reset. Yeah, we did reset, but we need to relaunch it. We can just I don't know, like so. Yeah. Do it again, but we already idling it. It's kinda okay. Let's see what happened. I'm afraid it will be Stack Overflow. Okay, this returns false. How this things works. Okay. Okay, let's just not overthink. We just need to reset flag here when we finished. I sort of forgot how this works. Honestly, it was long ago. So when it stopped, we running animations, we removing it and not animating anymore. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I can do full stop and then reset. Okay. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Понятно. Okay. Guess I made a mistake in this function. Okay. So okay, stop true. Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. It's a stupid mistake. I should initialize it with true, of course. And yeah, I guess now it should be right. Okay, it works, I guess. But I really need to think how to reorganize it to operate easier, because practically we just want to loop our animation here, and in fact I just probably need to add like a loop argument, and that's it. It should be easy as that. Can I do this? So here I'm waiting everything. So when all done, when we count it here, okay, can I just like do like this? Okay, do this, and if loop, I just like this. But before that, I do, I guess, stop and reset. Like animatable stop, reset, and rerun. I probably don't need even to do reset. So in this case, I just do null and null, like two more nulls and true. Okay. Should it work? Not really. And I know why, because this. So no, actually, we're running it in the loop. Okay, and it should have to start actually. Let's see what's going on. Okay, and yeah. Okay, we don't have, yeah, we don't have callback here, so in fact, okay. Actually, no. No. Let's do it our way. Okay. Here we do this, but if this, okay. Oh, okay. Arguments here refers to this function. That's not a problem, though. Hi. Yeah, sorry, I am so so deeply immersed into what's going on, so I check chat rarely, but yeah, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Okay, let's see. Okay, how it works. However, what I think we don't really need to stop here. We just rewind animation and just continue where we were. Yeah. And I need to be sure that my uh, memory is not exploding, so I need to ensure that here are no memory leaks. Let's see. And level manager, current scene. Okay, so what we have here? 9 observers, right? Okay, but it's not like exploding, so I guess it's okay. Okay, it's like from damage zone. What else we have? I guess this is something internal from Babylon. Oh, no, it's process managers. Okay. But I think it's probably internal. Yeah, this is my thing, I guess. Okay, player camera, sector manager, and okay. Pull back damage zone. Okay, here. Okay. 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 Makes sense. Okay, this thing. Animation. And what's this? Also. And if I go to other state, for example, to chase, I want to stop idle. So here, for example, okay, is stop idle. And here I actually deregister this from processor. So I do if this idle animation, if it exists, I just stop it. Like stop and reset. And let's try something. Okay. So now I will manually change the state to that. Okay, so Okay. Okay. And state. Didn't work. Okay, it actually goes here. Stop, reset. Okay, so problem is here. And let's go. Okay. It stopped, but the problem doesn't stop here. So okay, we came from here, yes, but why we are here again? Because like animations A, we have um, stopped false. Okay, it passed this one, and okay, here is false, that's why it continues. So when it goes here, yeah, it says false. Why it's false? Well, uh, let's try to go here. Okay, stop, and animatables all should be like stopped by now. So these animatables stopped true. Okay, what does flip them back? Okay, reset, and reset just rewinds timer. It's not interesting. I'm not sure where we are, so let's set debugs everywhere and like this. Okay. Stopped false. Okay. Why it false? Was that true? And this one is not. And okay, here are different objects, I guess. This is correct object, but animatable here is another one. Okay, where it comes from, I'm wondering. It's not actually full stack, it's front end only. I don't really have any server here, it's just front end. And I use Visual Studio because I just had it pretty much because Visual Studio is free and you can do a variety of things with that. And since I already had it, I just continued to use it and that's it. I just didn't want to install a lot of things. But I use it practically as an editor because I run up from command line and yeah, and debug usually in browser, as you can see. All right. Okay, guys, that will be really hard to trace down because it comes from callbacks. I probably need to add something into the object itself to trace where it's coming from. I think, yeah, it creates like another one, so I can actually check. Animatable object. Yeah, here is on timer, and if I do idle animation, animatables, yeah, those two are reset, but that one is not. Those are different objects. So I think actually it's being recreated. So here we don't receive, we receive null, and we are like passing null here, and we're restarting object. Okay, got it. Uh, okay, I actually know what to do with that, I think. So here, once we established that, we need to do const args. I'll just do it like this, and in this case, animatable will be this one. It will reference initialized object. Yeah, and so if we stopped, yeah, it seems reasonable for me. Okay, let's see. Okay, this goes into reset. And now I will try to change state. Yeah, got you. All right, I guess we did it. Now I really need to be sure that I didn't break anything else. I hope it doesn't explode still. Okay, yeah, actually it removed some of observers, but it should like add something. Okay, it's sector manager, layer camera, weapons manager. Oh, okay, it goes from where. And okay, yeah. Okay, I guess on a high level we made it, but fewer it should be easier because we will not need to loop animation. We just start it, and on the callback or on the tracking function we just do some monsters logic and that's it. However, let me try another thing. What if we will try to wake monster up? No, not wake it, but change state back to sleep. Okay. And how about this? Okay, yeah, it adds like two sub animations because yeah, we have like two bones. One it's not affected, but yeah, we're animating the whole armature here. And I do back to chase. Yeah, okay, we don't have any memory leaks. That's good. So it's stable. Okay, I guess fewer we will add more states and do things. Okay, I think it's fine. Even if it repeats every time stopping animation, that's fine. So, and here he will actually is chase function. So what will be next? We'll need to run another animation, and it also will be in the loop actually. So we can just arrange chase, and here chase animation. Yeah, it's also in the loop because while it's chasing, it's like going further. But the thing is that we need to stop all animations, and I'm wondering if we can actually stop it from. I mean, in order to not write a function to stop everything, like for every animation, write stop function. I'm wondering if I can like stop it globally. For this purpose, let me check how it's operated. How does progression works? Okay. Okay, it does like interpolation. Yeah, like linear interpolation. Oh, okay, it modifies like target property directly. So, and yeah, like okay, I see what problems it gives. We need to be able to like reset the monster to the base state. Yeah, we need to cancel looping animations, I guess. And the only way to do it is to go through these like controls objects that we store here. We can't centralize that some way, but what's more important, we need to like go back mm, to initial state, to the rest pose. Probably easiest way to do it is to just rewind animation to zero, like go to, we can like for example get idle animation and revert everything to frame zero. I think this is an option. But for now, let's do it straightforward way. Chase. Okay. And let's check how it will work. Okay, now it's like idling, and does pause work actually? Yeah, pause work, that's good. And chase, okay. Now back to sleep. Oh, it's actually, we don't really need to care because we assume, yeah, when we switch animation, it's actually reset everything anyway, and I will explain why. Because, for example, here, if we have, for example, like melee attack like this, but when we change animation to idle and go to, we started from 0 and we start with this frame. Actually, unfortunately, Blender doesn't do that. Yeah, actually, Blender retains state from previous animation. But okay, now I'm not sure. I think Babylon is resetting, because if I do like this, see, it's like it's reset bonds. But does it actually work? Let me try. Okay, I cannot check it right now because I'm using only one bone. Okay, here is what's going on. We have idle and chase animation, for example, even if we're here somewhere like that. But when we go to idle, we rewind here, and that this restores. So I can just chase. Oh no, actually, yeah, Blender doesn't reset. Both parameters for some reason. Yeah. Okay, but Babylon does. Yeah. Okay, we can actually try it. Like, let's do front view. Okay, so we can switch to chase. It's not chasing me right now, but it plays animation during chase to be chasing me like that. I can tune the animation itself later and just checking integration. Okay, and if I do sleep, yeah, it's like drops to the frame. So how I understand those skeleton animations works in Babylon? Yeah, it applies both to rotation and to position, and actually position and rotation is hard coded on each frame. Practically, when we importing a mesh, we importing bones and animation, but animation is like a single animation which has some ranges like this. That's why we extracting some ranges. Range, it's like number of the frame, and each frame actually has predefined position and rotation, and if we switch animation, that means that we switch range, but in each range there is hard-coded like position and rotation. So that's why it works. I can even check it here, like imported animation. So yeah, practically we have two, one for rotation, one for one for first bone and second for another one. So here animated object is head, it's name of the bone, and second one is jaw, but here we're animating only head, so let's even simplify it a bit. So let's stick to the first one. So practically it has keyframes, which means like frames on animation, and here are all possible values, and here is actually transform matrix. Here is not even position and rotation, here is everything blended into transformation matrix, and we apply particular frame of this matrix. And if we switch animation, for example, we switch range. Chase start from frame 0 and idle starts from frame 130. And for example, if we have some transformation matrix at frame, let's say 100, when we switch here to this animation, it uses frame 130, which includes like starting transformation matrix for this frame. So practically when we switch animation, we rewrite transformation matrix. That's why animation does like reset to the corresponding frame. So that means that it doesn't matter at which transformation state we are right now, but when we switch to particular animation, we also apply transformation matrix from the very first frame of that range, which means that actually every animation starts from correct first frame, I would say. And Blender actually doesn't do that like at all. It tracks, I guess, location and rotation separately, and you, for example, you can alternate rotation, but if another animation doesn't use rotation, it keeps it, it retains it. But in Babylon, it doesn't work that way, because Babylon actually doesn't use rotation and location for imported meshes. It uses this transformation matrix instead, which already includes everything like location, rotation, scaling, and everything. It's practically vertices snapshot here. So okay, that's good. It will be easier later. Hi. Yeah, sorry, I'm checking chat, but not like every second. Okay, I'm glad that I figured that out. And yeah, I guess I will need to still stop animations manually. And the reason why I do reset, it's for like animatable object is for the next loop. If we restart animation, it will start from the very first frame from the range and not like somewhere in the middle. Right, so start frame. Actually, we don't really need to reset because it drops timer to here anyway. I think we don't even really need to do reset. I guess, yeah, we stop, and if we run it again, it passes null here and it will restart it automatically. So let's save here and let's double check that nothing is ruined so far. So yeah, so here it is in idling state, and we go here. Okay, and if we go back to sleep, yeah, fine. Just stop. And for the future, what we will do next time, I guess we can create like central object which will store these individual control objects, and we'll just go through all of them and stop everything. So we will not need to write individual functions. We'll just write function like stop everything, and it will go and stop everything. However, it might be not that performant because practically Monster has limited amount of states, and it means that it has only limited amount transitions between state. It means that from, for example, transition from state A to state B is possible, but from state A to state C is not possible. That means that when we start state C, we don't need to terminate all animation that belongs to state A because such transition is just not possible. So yeah, I guess in this case we will require more coding because we need to keep in mind from where we are coming for each state and write individual functions. Yeah, it will be more coding, but it will be less CPU usage, I guess, because we are canceling only animations from possible previous states. Yeah, I hope you got what I mean. All right. It was quite hard today, I guess, but nobody said that it will be easy. Let's save everything. Okay. So let's review what we achieved. So here we just did this thing. We actually didn't end up using it, but let it be. I think it's like useful, sort of. And here pretty much we added ability to loop animation, which is quite straightforward. The only tricky part that, yeah, we need to pass original arguments, but we need to do it with same animatable. We don't need to initialize it again. So thus we can stop it. And here, okay, so it's like an extended monster instance. All of these, okay, sort of makes sense, I guess, eventually. And yeah, so here we later add all possible general state transitions and animations, and on monster itself we can process behavior. Well, practically how it will look like, here will be make decision and progress state. Actually, I think only progress state function that will just switch animations and stuff and control that stuff. But here actually he will be another progress state function that will call parent one to prepare animation. And after that, again, there will be like another switch that will actually describe behavior of monsters. So with that, we can keep animation processing centralized, but program monsters' behavior individually. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, it's again sort of resembles how our weapons are working. Yeah, that's the plan at least. And this like make decision thing will be removed from here, like switching between states, because this yeah solely depends on monster behavior, and yeah it will go away from here because here is nothing to do with like animations. It's more like behavioral thing. And actually, you know, we can do it even right now in order to not commit any junk. So I just practically will move it from here. And yeah, I can do this, and I can even do this. So here I do progress state. So yeah, and here will be additional behavioral handling. So I guess it should work. And yeah, I think that's fine. I can just yeah. Okay, good. Okay, I think we can finish on this note today. Let's save. Okay. After we finish this imported monster class, it will be much easier. We can import more monsters and all animations will be handled. All we will need to do is just to describe behavior of monsters. All right. Oh, I forgot to save. I didn't say save something, right? Ported weapon. Oh, what I didn't save? Ah, okay. Animation helpers. Okay, I didn't save it. Yeah. What I didn't save there, however. I, I didn't break anything. Okay, but of course I will need to test it additionally because so much things are using animation helpers class, like doors and guns. Well, so far it's working, but I definitely need to double check on that one. All right, let's end stream today because it took quite a long time, but I think progress is quite good. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope to see you again next Sunday at the same time. Have a nice upcoming week. See you. Bye.